Hey guys, every week I tell you it's gonna be a little bit different. Well, this week it definitely is different. It got cold real quick. I'm not ready for it. So today, we're indoors. Hey guys, it's Josh at Kenworth of Richfield, and like I said, it got cold quick out there. So this week, I'm in the shop. I'm actually here on a Saturday, so it's a little bit quieter, so you guys might actually be able to hear me. Today, we are gonna go over this 2020 T680 Day Cab. It's actually a really nice, really well-spec'd truck, and it's got one option that I think a lot of you guys are really gonna like. So, let's do the B-roll thing like normal and then dive. Yeah. So like normal, we're gonna start at the front. This does have the collision mitigation system up front in case that doesn't work or you don't pay attention to it. This truck is using a chrome steel bumper. It's actually, I really like the way this looks, and when we go further back, you'll see some other shiny bits that really help this truck out too. Speaking of shiny, we've got the Kenworth wire mesh grille up front here too. I've had a lot of feedback recently from guys talking about, hey, I've got another brand of truck where a chunk of asphalt went through, or a rock, or a bird, or whatever. You just gotta realize that this is here to save you a lot of money in the long run. As we move away from that, this does have the Kenworth projector beam headlights. We've talked about the halogen headlights and the HIDs, and I've gotten some feedback on those too, saying, hey, yes, I had a bulb burn out and it cost me $800 and I was only 100,000 miles in on the truck. 10, 12 bucks at AutoZone, Walmart, any one of those places. There's a big reason why we're still using these. The T680 has always been known for being a super aerodynamic truck. Did you like that trip I had there? When you look at the shape of the hood, when you look at how the fenders are, I mean, this truck is just set up to cut through the air. Less money at the fuel pump means more money in your pocket. This truck's really set up to do that. Magically, when the hood disappears, we've got a 450 horse Cummins engine underneath the hood here. This one's 1,650 foot-pounds of torque. This is set up as the efficiency series, so you've got all the power you need, and you've got the fuel mileage you want too. Now, holding all that up, we've got a 12,000-pound front axle. We've got Bendix disc brakes, Alcoa Durbrite wheels, 295/75 R 22.5-inch tires. Once again, super efficient setup. Get you down the road with fuel mileage, stay durable for a lot of those miles too. We've talked about the Cummins engine. We talked it's 450 horse, 1,650 foot-pounds of torque. Where does all that go? Well, that's where I said some of you guys may like this truck a little bit better. It's got a third pedal. This truck, 13-speed Eaton transmission. Yes, there is a stick that sticks through the floor. There is a third pedal. For some of you, no, it's not an additional brake pedal. It's a clutch pedal. So guys, before I mentioned some chrome bits that are on this truck that make it look good. This is one of them. Up here we got another one. Just some little additions to make that truck stand out a little bit more. I think this is a sharp looking T680. So, in keeping it shiny, we actually put the battery box under the cab on this one. We've got plenty of wheelbase space because this is a 192-inch wheelbase. Plenty of room here, so let's put the battery box here. Behind it, we've got 75 gallons worth of fuel. Obviously, that's a great place to put your steps in order to get up to the deck of the truck. Behind that, we've got the DEF tank, 21 gallons. It also has a stainless steel cover on it. Not an expensive part, really helps brighten things up. When you come over to this side, it's a little bit different, but not much. DPF SCR, everything like that under here. Once again, polished, looks nice, diamond plate. Who doesn't love diamond plate? Got the chrome stack cover here behind it. More steps to get up to your deck if you're on this side of the truck. Got 100 gallons of fuel here. According to my math, it's 175 gallons. You can go wherever you want to. So what do we have out back here? Well, chrome quarter fenders, obviously. We had to keep with that shiny theme. We've got 22.5-inch rubber. We've got Alcoa Durabrite wheels. We've got 336 rear end gears. Holding it all up is an AG 400L. That is the 4-bag suspension. Great, nice, smooth riding suspension. Works really well in applications like this. Goes down the road, good traction. Most of all, good ride. So one of the other added things with this truck is these windows back here. I don't know how many times I've been driving one of these trucks and I'm just able to look over my shoulder and see down that side. It's amazing what you pick up when you've got that visibility. And that's just something else about this cab and the way it's designed. It's all about making it safer, easier, and more comfortable for you, which really isn't that what we all want in the end. Going along with that, there's those vents that I've mentioned before so you can let the air out without, or you can close the door without having to crack the window like you had to in the old B cabs. This truck, we've also got some lights here for you. Well, this one you can probably see better. We've got the lights here for you so that way as you're backing up to a trailer, if it's night, whatever, you're able to see. This truck's got, 36 inches of deck plating. Plenty for you to get access to whatever you need to. Pogo stick, coiled hoses. Once again, just a well-rounded, well-spec'd truck. It's gonna do everything and look good doing it, which really seems to be kind of a specialty of what we've got, isn't it? That's what I'm going with. You guys know how much I love the interiors of these trucks. This truck is no different. It is a 2.1 meter day cab. It's super quiet in here. There's no echo, there's no anything like that going on. To me, it's that quiet comfort that I really just love about the inside of these trucks. Now, in the same sense, I know I've mentioned this before, everything is really well laid out. It's pointed towards the driver, but yet doesn't obstruct your ability to if you need to grab something out of the passenger seat. That's especially key in the sleepers, but in this truck, obviously, it makes it so you've got a nice area in here also. There's nothing that's an afterthought. I get in so many trucks that from other manufacturers and I look around and I see switches that aren't placed well or awkwardly or things of that nature. And everything here is well thought out. It's well placed. The switches that you're going to need a lot are close to you. The switches that you don't need quite as much are further away. It makes sense. The gauges are all super easy to read and see. Now, I had someone mention that he couldn't see the gauges in a prior video, and I wonder if his steering wheel position and a few other things were out. Because really, everyone typically loves the visibility on this. This truck is equipped with a standard gauge package, plus we've got oil temp, boost, front and rear drive axle temperatures, transmission temperatures, suspension load. We've also got an air filter and fuel filter meter in here too, so that way you know when you need to replace those. Power windows, power locks. I know I sound like a TV guy from the 80s saying that, but that's the way it is. This does have the leather-wrapped smart wheel, and the inside of this truck is set up very nicely without being over the top. And this is one of the ways that it's done that. Cruise controls over here, stereo components are over here on the left. One of the things that they've changed in this truck in the past year or so is where the Jake is. It's right here. It is super handy to have this on the steering column. It's just, I mean, fingertip control for you. Super handy, super easy. Now, my butt is in a nice leather seat. Something that you're seeing less and less often in the interior of trucks, gear shift. This one's got one. So in summary, what am I thinking on this truck? This is really a great truck If you're for the most part local, or maybe say you grab the occasional hotel room, this truck is just going to be tough to beat. It's going to ride nice, it's going to get you decent fuel mileage, it's going to let you play with the shifter, it's going to stay reliable on the road for years to come. Really, what else can you ask for? In all this, let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. If there's any other comments you've got about this, would love to hear what you might do differently. Would also love to hear what you guys love about this truck. Are you in something similar? Let's hear about it. Put it in the comments below for me. Do me a favor too, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that notifications bell. That way you get notified when we come out with a new video. If you think I earned it, give me the thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the comments more, but the thumbs up really helps us a lot too. As always, stay safe out there, keep it rubber side down, and catch you on the flip side.